it's time to take it to the max!
It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's time to take wrestling to the max. This is your captain speaking. I am joined by El Jefe, Moses Marquez.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the goddamn week.
Top of the goddamn week.
It's I'm kind of getting back into NXT. Kind of.
See, lucky for you, I didn't give a shit about it. No, I'm just kidding. I tried. I'm going to be super honest with you. I opened the show and I was like, you know what? Opening the show with Mandy, I'm down for it. But then fucking goddamn Robert Stone started dancing, and I literally turned the TV off and threw the remote in the air.
What in the fuck was that segment?
I don't know, and I don't want to know. But then I ended up finishing with highlights, so it drove me to highlights. And then apparently the dude started. All I know from the highlights is the other rando guy that I still don't know who he is started dancing like Shawn Michaels' theme.
Oh yeah, not Roman.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's what a comparison. It's a spitting image, if you will.
Copy and paste the tattoo.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, if you geeks want to keep telling me that Vince and Pritchard don't have their fingers in this pie, watch that friggin' segment.
What's this friggin' show? The show sucks. Yeah. I don't get why people are like, I don't know. It's just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah, so I took what was a month off, and I'm like, half the people I don't know, half the people are just doing random shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Mandy.
The
saving grace of NXT, but before we get into anything else this week, let's go back in time. It's This Week in Wrestling History.
Just a week.
Just a week. There really isn't very much. Maybe I mean, not a lot happens around Halloween other than Halloween parties. So
true that.
We'll kick it off with October 29th, 1995 at Halloween Havoc. The Giant, also known as Paul White, defeated Hulk Hogan for the WCW World Championship by DQ, I might add.
Mm-hmm. Spoilers, sir.
Have you not got to that bit yet?
No, that's that one's coming up.
That
is literally the next pay-per-view from the one I'm the episode I'm on right now.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a spoiler from 1995.
Oh, from 95. I was like, oh, they said 96. Never mind.
Oh, no, that was 95.
Okay, cool. I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute.
October 30th, 2016, Charlotte Flair won her third Raw Women's Championship in the middle of her flippy-floppy hot potato feud with Sasha Banks.
Hot potato.
I believe that was at Hell in a Cell. Also, October 30th in 2019, the first ever AEW Tag Team Champions were crowned as SCU defeated the Lucha Bros in the tournament final on Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
I think people forget SCU were Tag Team Champions, let alone the first ever Tag Team Champions.
I will say the hardcores don't. Like, they were probably the perfect opening tag team to start with. Because if you would, and this is just me saying this because as a guy that knew the Lucha Bros before AEW got populated, and granted this is 2.5 years ago, SCU was the perfect team. If you would give it to the Lucha Bros back then, it would have been like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Who are these guys? You would have had too many questions.
But yeah, us hardcores, remember, we was there from the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
October 31st, Halloween 2019, The Fiend defeated Seth Rollins at Blood Money 4 for the Universal Championship. The reign was then infamously squandered a few months later to Goldberg. Also in Saudi Arabia.
That's goddamn Saudi Arabia.
Terrible times. The beginning of the downfall of The Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened? Speaking of blood money, Shane McMahon became best in the world on November 2nd, 2018.
Oh, that's right, that stupid tournament.
Defeating Dolph Ziggler for the World Cup.
Oh, yeah, of all the people to beat.
Yeah, and
fucking Dolph Ziggler.
Weren't they both replacements or something? I know
think
one of them
so.
replaced Miz. I think that was Shane.
I want to say that had to be Shane. All right.
But something is in the back of my mind that Dolph Ziggler shouldn't have been in the final. I mean, probably shouldn't have been in the final, but still. Shane McMahon went around calling himself the best in the world for several months. That was a time that happened in history. November 2nd, 1998, the Hardcore Championship was born as Vince McMahon awarded the title to Mankind.
Mm-hmm. Good shit.
Yeah, I missed the Hardcore title. Fuck the 24/7 title shit.
It's great.
The 24/7 is the Hardcore title's ugly little brother.
It's true. I mean, but you gotta understand. There's a plethora of geeks on that 24/7 on the Hardcore title list. Like the first guy that immediately comes to mind is Maven.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think there was somebody had posted something about that's right, because Mandy Rose was the first person from Tough Enough to win a WWE title or whatever, and they're like, oh well, what about Maven? I'm like, that motherfucker won the Hardcore title. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, there's goddamn celebrities that won that belt.
I mean, they did specify first female, but then people got up in their arms about Melina, who never actually made it to the show. She auditioned for season 3, but she wasn't on the show.
There you go.
So yes, Mandy is the first female Tough Enough participant from the actual show to win a championship in WWE. And did a damn fine job doing it. Finally, on November 3rd, 2008, on the 800th episode of Raw, Chris Jericho defeated Batista in a cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Goddamn Batista.
That's just one of those matches that you don't really remember for some reason.
I was gonna I can't put my finger on it.
No, but it happened. Anyway, there's not many birthdays this week either, so October 30th, Edge turned 48, and Luther turned 53.
Oh, God.
November 1st, Gabby Tuft, formerly known as Tyler Rex, turned 43. And on November 3rd, Andrade turned 32, Gran Metalik turned 33, Jackie Gator turned 40, and Dawn Marie is 51 now.
Okay.
ECW Legendess.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Damn, I didn't think. All right, 51, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen her lately, but yeah.
Right.
Okay. We briefly mentioned NXT. I'll probably get into that anyway, but we now have the final of the World Title Eliminator set in stone. It's Miro versus Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
They just gonna beat the shit out of each other's chests.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a stiffy one.
Oh yeah.
Tell you what. Well, I mean, when Dynamite opened up and there was okay, cool, you already had that speculation, John's gonna go in there, he's probably gonna kill Orange, and then we're gonna get a real Haas battle, real New Japan kind of match. But then Mox is gone, and we're like, well, who the fuck's gonna take his place? And the second they said Miro, I immediately said, you know what, Orange has a chance at winning now. Not because, you know what I mean, I just felt like Miro, if you're going to push him that high, he needs to get it. You know what I mean? He's not one of those, you can't Lance Archer him. God, I hate that. That's a term I can use. But it's, you know what I mean? You can't do Lance Archer with him. It'll completely fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he loses to Danielson, it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? You lost to this unbeatable force. This guy literally had to kick your head in to beat you. I think that would be a less of a thing, but I'm sure there's still going to be some super hardcores that are like, oh, but you've killed it, bro. But you've killed it.
Yeah. B-Dry and Eddie Kingston's match was actually the longest one in the tournament so far.
It was fantastic.
It was awesome. And I don't know if Eddie was upset by what was going on with Mox, but I mean, he was heated last week too, and obviously now I love the fact that we're now finally getting CM Punk sinking his teeth into something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fucking great. I mean, that backstage whole thing was just awesome. It's one of those things, you know what I mean? It makes, when wrestling feels real,
Yes.
And then, speaking of all that, like, I didn't mean to, like, skip fucking way ahead of, like, Dynamite, but then when Punk came out, it's one of those, sometimes these promos don't always have to be pipe bombs for them to be a pipe bomb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Punk got real.
That's exactly what I was driving at. He got real. He touched everybody in an emotional way, not in that other kind of way, in an emotional way, because, you know, this is for real. What Jon is going through is a real freaking thing, and it takes, and I hate to emphasize this like only men can do it, but that's not true. But even women have them sometimes. It takes balls. It takes a lot of balls to do what he did. To sit down, stop his entire life, and say, I need to get help. And he reached out, and he got it, and fuck Vince Russo, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
For calling out TK. Look, I get it, dude. It's a topic that some people are like, oh, you shouldn't have said anything. It's not your business. What if Jon told him to tell him? Jon told him to say something.
Yeah, the literal first line of his tweet was, Jon wanted me to say this.
Mm-hmm. And you're just going to get all butthurt. Like, I understand it's a sensitive topic. I get that part. But at the same time, this dude's telling him to do it. So I'm going to respect his wishes because he's going through some shit. I'm going to try to make his life a little less stressful. And I'm going to do it. But you're a fucking dweebo and you're going to be like, no, bro. You're tougher than that, bro. Nobody needs to know about what's going on with you, bro. It's like, no, fuck you. Like, it's a real moment.
You know what?
Showing emotion is not a terrible thing.
Hey, AEW can't win. They got criticized for hiding Brody Lee's condition. Now they're being criticized for being open about Mox's condition.
Exactly. Double-edged sword only, or double standard, because it's not even a double-edged sword. That's like, like a scenario where it's, you're fucked either way. But no, this is just because they don't want it to look positive. Oh, well, now you're being too open. Oh, you weren't being open enough. What do you fucking want? The guy, a billionaire who does not need to listen to this guy. He is this dude's boss. And he asked him, could you please send out a message or whatever? And he did so. And he did so ultra respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
And let's be honest, Mox wasn't going to say anything because he doesn't do social media.
No. But that's why I was, like, going to drive at, like, with Russo, bro. Like, get over the macho. Everybody, you could be a tough sumbitch, and you can be macho when you need to be. But as fucking Punk said, it's not a bad thing to ask for help. It doesn't make you weak to ask for help.
Didn't
let a man be vulnerable.
Renee had a private Instagram account to like post the baby pictures just for friends and family and stuff, and that got hacked this week too.
Oh, what the fuck? Like, look, don't get me wrong. I'm one to, I would love to know everything of what's going on with them and blah, 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 and I this and I that. But guess what, bro? I ain't the fam. I'm not meant to be in that circle. And to be invading privacy and hacking their shit, why? Why? So you can benefit from it in some stupid, weird way? Like, they can have a private life. Like, that's why I've always hated, like, super crazy inside motherfuckers like this, like, that have to go to the above and beyond where they need to hack shit to find the ultra inside information. Like, get a fucking life, bro.
And
like, they don't need to be harassed.
In their crazy, deluded little minds, they're probably thinking that it's a good thing that they're being able to share these private photos with other fans. They're like, no. It's still an invasion of privacy.
Big time. Especially when now, what I mean? It's my fucking children, or my child. Like, you're really being this big of a creepo because of my fucking kids? Like, fuck, man. Kid, just... people.
Meanwhile, we've got... I fucking love this video.
Right.
We've got somebody yelling at Becky that her baby's so cute, and Becky just shouts back, I know, she came from me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like, literally right after the match, too. So Becky's, like, still trying to catch her breath, and she's beat up. She's like, yeah, I know, she came from me.
Ultimate comeback.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you think I'm stupid? You know where the band came from?
On that note, Becky and Bianca just they tore the house down on Raw. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I heard it was a good match. I'm not gonna go backwards, you know me. But then I also heard that Raw, as it had good wrestling this week for some weird reason, somebody told them to do something right. All the finishes were pretty fucky. Giggity.
Well, I mean, I'm like a third of the way through the actual show. I haven't seen like the second or the third part, but the match I did see was stupid because Dominic just couldn't help himself but get involved in Ray's match with Austin Theory. So first of all, they're right outside the ring. The referee's looking right at them, and Dominic spins Ray into a DDT on Theory. Doesn't get ejected, doesn't get DQ'd.
Nope.
What he does get DQ'd for is slapping Theory right in front of the referee. Right before a 619. What the fuck are you doing?
I'd never thought in a million fucking years I would ever say that Rey Mysterio is going to be a heel, but goddamn, boy, I tell you what, this is. I
think Dominic's going to be the heel because he's just doing stupid shit.
No, I know what I mean, but what I meant was a Mysterio, not.
Oh,
Rey.
a Mysterio is gonna be a heel, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, but then I get it. It's funny. It's fucking weird. The guy totally Nick Patrick the whole goddamn thing. Seen the DDT, and I was like, I heard about this from Dave and Brian, and I was like, I guess I'll watch it. A quick highlight of it, and I'm just like, they are really, really, really planting the seed for son versus father.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why? But why?
And it's ridiculous.
Very, very much so. Makes no sense.
Honestly, that spinning, that DDT, like, literally the ref is looking right at them. He's like 2 feet away. If you're not going to DQ him, at least eject him from ringside, but no.
Nah.
Stupid WWE logic. So, I have no idea what else happened on Raw yet. I know, actually, I did see Kevin Owens' segment with Rollins and Big E, which was great. KO's getting some big pops. Everybody kind of is definitely expecting him to leave. And he's teasing it. I just really hope they don't backtrack on it and like they offer him this ludicrous deal right at the end of his 3 months.
I mean, they would be dumb not to.
Oh, they will. They'll try.
If WWE is smart, that's what they'll do. They're going to try their goddamnedest to hang on to everybody that they can, because think about it like this. I don't know, like I'm thinking of 3 guys right now on the main that I don't know about one's contract though, but the first 2 that come to mind, that the second their contract ends, they are AEW bound. I don't give a shit what anybody says. And that's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Okay? The third guy, who I don't know if he would go. I mean, he's already said that he's kind of done, but honestly, the intrigue is there. I don't see why he wouldn't do like a few matches over there. That's AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when these 3 guys' his contract is up, they're gone. There is no, okay, cool, I guess I'll hang out. I mean, I was hoping Nakamura would dip, but...
yeah, he re-signed.
That's fine.
Honestly, AJ's probably easily had the best run out of all of them in WWE. Mm-hmm. Like, they've actually treated him really well, but I don't think he's got any bad blood with WWE. He's just, like, what else can I do?
Yeah, that's what he's at the stage of B-Dry. Of, okay, I've done it all here. You guys obviously, like, don't want to main event me world champ shit again. So, I'm gonna go have fun, enjoy my craft and be gone.
Yeah. Super respectful. Stop sending death wishes to D-Bry, by the way, people. Be dry.
Yeah, fucking knock it the fuck off. And then are they going to do that shit? Because apparently Kyle O'Reilly's contract ends next month.
Oh, he drew the short straw from the Undisputed Era.
He really did.
Like, he was pushed as the breakout star from the group, and he's just been left in the backseat by everybody.
It was... All they had to do was not make him cool Kyle.
Yes, that gimmick
That's
sucked.
literally all they had to do was not make him fucking, I gotta be cool with my goddamn Canadian fucking tuxedo with my jeans and my jeans jacket on my jeans and my jeans. You know, it just was, it was too much.
No.
It was too much, and he's not that. If you knew Kyle O'Reilly prior to his NXT run, you knew he was nothing like this cool Kyle fucker. And so when you saw this cool Kyle fucker, all it did was aggravate you. Like, okay, dude, this guy could be way more. And I mean, I don't know if maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I swear to God, the second his gimmick changed, his in-ring work slowed down a little bit.
Maybe he hated the gimmick too.
Maybe. I can't say I blame him.
Social standards should tell you, Vince and Pritchard, that any adult who has to call himself cool is not cool.
Factual. That is the truest thing ever, man.
Carlito would definitely spit in his face.
Mm-hmm. Because that's why he would spit in the face of people who think they want to be cool. Because you think you're cool, you're not cool, man.
He spit in the face of people who
you're
wear
either cool or
Canadian
you're not.
tuxedos.
Goddamn Canadian tuxedos.
Poor Kyle.
He's
but yeah,
got a jam.
there was a dusty finish in Becky and Bianca too. Bianca goes head first shoulder first actually into the ring, the exposed ring turnbuckle,
Mm-hmm.
and then gets rolled up with the tights. But a little bit later after the match, actually, Becky comes face to face with Liv Morgan backstage, who I'm all for. Give me some Becky and Liv. But
I'm down.
I also wish WWE would make up their mind with Liv Morgan. Are you pushing her or not?
Well, here's my problem. Well, no, I wouldn't say problem, but here's my issue. Well, no, it is a problem. Because issue, problem, same word. Anyway, is Becky is meant to be a fucking heel.
Yeah.
And they are cheering the fuck out of this broad. They are cheering her like nobody's business. And to make matters worse, everybody loves Liv. There's a lot of people that say, they want a Liv push. It's time for a Liv push. Live this, live that. This Liv is not going to be cheered at all. She is officially the heel via the crowd because they love Becky so much, and it's just going to ruin this whole dynamic.
Yeah.
It's when you have who was like, God, I hate to use this term, but like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He's the cool bad guy. And right now, Becky's the cool bad guy. It sucks. Everybody she fucking goes up against is immediately going to flip-flop their persona. Every face she goes against is going to be booed out of the fucking building because she's loved so much.
That's the thing. She's really, really trying to be a heel, but when she acts like an asshole, people love it because that's what made her the man.
Exactly. Exactly. Because she got to be the man.
Just go back to the man because I fucking hate this big time Beck shit.
Yeah, it definitely reeks of Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
He's like, hey Vince, I got an idea for Becky, and he's like, oh, I'm all ears, pal. She's like holding the baby. Like, I'm screwed.
Blinded by his suit.
No, well, oh, God. You know what? I say this all the time. Actually, I don't say this all the time, but I really miss the old Seth Rollins, when he would just come in all black.
Yeah.
And be all that fucking one piece. I don't know where these goddamn suits came from. Originally, they started from like his grandma's couch that he tore up, or couches because they were different. And now, this last one was shiny. Okay.
Yeah.
And my immediate first thought when I seen it was like, is that like vinyl? Like, did you buy a jacket made of vinyl? Like, that's literally what I thought.
I think he got this suit from LA Noir.
God, I hope.
I'm sure it's one of the unlockable suits you can get.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, the unlockable ones. Yeah, that's right. It's because they're goddamn hidden. As they fucking should be. Son of a bitch.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall when he brings all these suits home. Hey, Bex, I got another one. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I got another one.
They just get more and more ludicrous. And Seth gets more and more ludicrous. Just he's having so much fun with his gimmick, though.
He is, but you know what? You got me thinking back to like the whole how he was bringing him in. I got another one. Like I really think he actually hides him.
Yeah.
I think what he does is he like sneaks him through the fucking back door. I mean, he's got like I found 3 at the goddamn thrift store. Here we go. And she's like, "What the fuck you got? Holy shit!" And he's got to like explain himself. Like I couldn't help it. Like look at this one. Looks like fucking your grandma's couch and shit. And like oh my god.
This one looks like an entire 70s house.
Oh yeah, I just found a goddamn time machine. Jesus.
Nah, they must use the seamstress that's in WWE. I don't remember her name, but she must have it work cut out backstage, making all these freaking suits for Seth.
Seth's got her personal phone numbers. I'll send her a text. So I saw this couch back in the 50s. Can you fuck off?
Actually, it's her he goes to and goes, I got another one. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, see, that makes more sense. Hey, can you make a suit out of this piece of fabric? It's got mold on it. You can clean that, right?
Now turn the mold into another suit.
There you go. It's vintage. Fuck. Goddamn guy.
Big time Seth.
So
So yeah, other than that, obviously Seth is next in line for Big E, which we're not doing CLC this year. So we got Survivor Series, which is going to be champion versus champion. So we got a New Year's Day show, which I'm guessing.
I haven't even once talked about Survivor Series yet, and it's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah, right. Because everybody knows it's just like it's champion versus champion, but we don't care.
No, nobody cares.
Leave it to WWE to not plug one of their big 4 pay-per-views.
Because they're fucking idiots.
They've only just started plugging. Obviously, it's November now, so The Rock's 25th anniversary, which was originally going to be the theme for Survivor Series. But I think he's busy, obviously, with a filming schedule now, so that kind of disappeared.
That or his fucking booming rap career.
Oh, yeah.
God damn.
Dwayne dropping bars.
You know, it's super catchy and will not get out of your goddamn head.
I mean, it's not the first time The Rock's spit some rhymes.
True that. I mean, it's a lot better than the Rock concert.
It's the Hamburglar.
Hilarious. It's funny shit though.
Yeah, I loved the little mini feud with Hurricane.
Some of the greatest stuff ever. When you're allowed to be a dork on television, like that's what that is. That happens right there, and it came out comedy gold.
Yes, that's exactly it. You're allowed to be a dweeb on national television.
And you're not being made, and they're not laughing at you; they're laughing with you.
Oh yeah, they're loving it.
Literally,
right? They're loving it.
Good stuff.
More good stuff. Dynamite kicked off with Omega and Angel, number 5 from Dark Order. But the freaking pop for Paige.
Man, this guy's been so fucking over for like 3 years. He's so fucking over. It's not even funny.
No. And
it's bananas.
And that pop when he wins the title is going to be insane.
If he doesn't, they're going to fucking riot.
I think Punk will lead the riot.
I think you're right. He'll be like, that's what I got behind me. Like, yeah, no, it's I hate to say that it's like for foreshadowing, but sometimes in wrestling that's kind of what, what helps build the anticipation. You know what I mean? It gets you more excited for the match. It allows you to be more invested.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking wait.
And people laugh when AEW fans say long-term storytelling, but this is literally long-term storytelling at its finest.
And it's multiple stories if you really want to be that much of a, insider, if you will. If I could, use that term so nicely. Because if you think about it, Hangman said it himself. When I came into this company, I promised I was going to be the first AEW world champion. he let the people down. So you have a guy who's been chasing his dream to fulfill to the people to become their champion for 2.5, almost 3 years. And then you add the even more heated story of the former tag champs, now, bitter rivals. And it's fucking chef's kiss, my man. It's just glorious stuff.
Absolutely glorious.
And oh god, something tells me they're gonna put on like a fucking banger. Like we've been getting gold from B-Dry, and thank God for that. I much appreciate you. We've been getting some really good stuff from Punk, but and Cole too. But I feel like Hangman is gonna give us everything we want. Kenny is going to absolutely turn it on. And I feel like this is going to be one of those matches where if this match is not 5 stars, it's bullshit. Like, there's going to be a bullshit finish. They're going to give everything they have. I hope they go almost like 30 fucking minutes. I really do. This is going to be like an easy 5-star, no problem. I was going to say call it the American version of Omega and Okada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Absolutely overdude like nobody's motherfucking business, and then the big time heel. Except vice versa, because Kenny was the big time heel in.
They did the ending when Paige came down so well. Like, the timing was great. Normally when you're waiting for somebody to get in the ring and you're waiting for somebody to grab the chair from you, they're holding it above their head for like 2 weeks. And then the guy just comes up behind him at the last minute. But they timed this perfectly. Angel took it at just the right time for Paige to begin flipping over the ropes. And then Kenny just smoothly slid out. It was perfect.
The goddamn coward. That's great. God, I love this story.
It's so good. So good. Full Gear is going to be full of good stories. We got that one.
It really is.
We got Punk and Kingston.
I mean, hell, their story of just fucking that one backstage interaction definitely wanted me to.
But
I mean, it was just great.
I mean, Punk alluded to something in his promo where Eddie thinks they have some kind of beef from years ago, and it's not true. And I would love to know what beef he thinks that is, because as far as I know, they've never crossed paths.
Right? Where in the hell would they have beef?
Like, Punk was retired for pretty much all of Eddie's career.
I was gonna say, I was like, unless he was like in the background or whatever when like he was doing the indies, but like I don't think so. Nuh-uh. So I don't know.
Actually, I mean,
Fucking
looking
weirdo.
at it, was Punk ever in Shikara?
Oh, I don't think so.
Because that's where Eddie spent a long time while Punk was working his way to Ring of Honor and then WWE.
You know what? There's only one way to find out.
Shikara, Eddie Kingston, CM Punk.
The whole thing, right? What promotions have you worked for, my guy? I see nothing.
No. I don't get it.
Man. Maybe Eddie's one of those guys where he hangs on to their friends' grudges.
Yeah.
And maybe fucking Moxley has a grudge with him for some weird reason. The only way I can see these guys have met up is if like they had met in like IWA Mid-South or something. But then even then I don't even know if Eddie worked there back then, and then this had to be in like the early 2000s, like 03, 02.
Yeah.
So Kingston needs to chill out a little bit.
Oh, he definitely needs to chill out. Going all up in Punk's face just because he's getting interviewed.
Right? Just because you're having an interview, like goddamn, bro. Slow down. Oh no, this guy didn't even start fucking. Oh, nope. Yep, I'm right. Right here, 2003 to 2008, IWA Mid-South. That's the only time that they could have had some beef.
Okay.
So just before he jams to like, where did he go? Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe
Now I'm more intrigued.
CZW too.
Oh, didn't even think about CZ Dub.
Yeah, Eddie would have got to Ring of Honor just after Punk left.
Yeah, from what it looks like, he. Huh. Okay, it's definitely some super insider beef. I wonder if Uncle Dave knows.
So if it's their first ever one-on-one match, I'm good.
Yeah, you and me both.
Should be good.
Yeah, I see nothing, and I plan to email Dave like immediately.
Hey, yo, Dave, what's going on with Eddie and Punk?
What the fuck is this beef, man? It's got cheese on it.
Speaking of Dave, Tony Khan appeared on WON recently to talk about the open door, which seems to be closing on AEW and Impact, and it's pretty much just a case of it's not closed. He's open to doing stuff in the future. They've done a lot of great stuff. They don't have anything booked right now. But for the most of 2021, they actually had stuff planned, and now they don't. So it's kind of up in the air right now.
I mean, hell, it was. I think we've said it a bunch of different times. It was like, what all are they really getting out of this? You know what I mean? Like, what is Impact getting? What all in return are they getting besides, you got to crown your new world champion over Christian Cage? That's pretty much it. That's really all they've gotten. And, I mean, if anything, they got a nice, good rating, like, 1 week?
Yeah, they had one big spike for Kenny. And that's the thing. I think Impact had all these opportunities, but people just weren't interested.
Right.
They had Kenny Omega donated to them. And, yeah, he spiked the ratings for 1 week, and then it went straight back down because they didn't do nothing with him besides sit him on a bus for a couple of weeks. And the problem there was because Impact was pre-taped. Kenny just had to pre-tape these stupid segments before he could finally appear on the show. And then they actually booked him better than AEW did for a time. But by then it was too late.
That's true. Yeah, it was just no real intrigue. And it just kind of died its way. I think I really kept saying, like, if you would have just brought in, like, lower level dudes, you know what I mean? Like, have 10 show up over there and do a match. Like, oh my God, 10 of AEW, from the Dark Order shows up, and then you get the Dark Order fans wanting to watch 10 on Impact, and then, maybe Luchasaurus gets a match, and you just one-off matches with part of your guys, and it would have been a nice little relationship. Have them see your wrestlers on their weekly television show, help get them some ratings, and then you know what? Flippity-floppity it. And you bring some of the fucking Impact guys besides Sammy. Well, I don't even think Sammy Callahan was even on AEW.
No, just the Good Brothers.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, that would have been prime. Are you telling me AEW fans wouldn't have popped to see Sammy Callahan? Come on. It's like missed opportunities, man. And they're ones that are fucking obvious. Which kind of makes me, like, a little afraid. And, again, I'm loving everything Tony Khan's doing. And no way am I going to give him the Ted Turner, bullshit, and you're going to fuck some shit up. But I'll tell you this, because restrictions are slowly opening up in Japan.
Mm.
If you treat New Japan like you treated Impact, you're going to fuck over not only the fucking wrestling community, but you're going to piss off a lot of fucking fans. A lot of fucking fans. So when the time is right and guys can go over there, you got to do it fucking right. Don't send 2 or 3 guys and hope to draw. No, send a bunch of dudes. Excuse me. Send a bunch of dudes. You know what I mean? Send the whole elite over there. send send the whole elite, send Jurassic Express, send fucking Punk, Brian, fuck B-Dry, fucking send Adam Cole, there's a plethora of motherfuckers you can send, because the reality is New Japan will send you almost that amount of people right back.
Send Hook.
Send Hook, goddammit.
Yeah,
I'm tired of waiting to fucking see this guy wrestle. Do something, goddammit.
Right. And they've been trying to turn that into a catchphrase too, because Punk said it. Send Hook. I think Taz said it a couple of weeks ago.
Hilarious. Well, it is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, the door is kind of ajar right now between Impact and AEW, but one door that is definitely closing for a period of time is the Ring of Honor's door.
The door is slammed, brother.
I mean, I think we talked about it last week that they were releasing people for 6 months and stopping operations, but I read this week they're actually in $12.5 million of debt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the downside. They are in debt, which probably means Sinclair's in debt.
Yeah.
So, now the thing I've been hearing is, what billionaire is going to pay for it first?
Yeah.
And I'm like, none of them.
It's like Monopoly when somebody refuses to buy a property and then it goes to auction.
I hate to be that guy. Yeah, great point, by the way. But I hate to be that guy. And I love Ring of Honor. I've said it before. They have like a super hardcore fan base that, it gives it's a staple in the wrestling community, if you will. You know what I mean? Like those hardcore AWA fans or hardcore ROH fans. It's nice to have them around. But I don't mean to say it like this. The only people that can save that company are the wrestlers that used to wrestle there, like the big time names. And I'm thinking of like 4 right off the bat. And that's fucking B-Dry. That's fucking not AJ. Goddamn, I just had 4 names. I literally just named them all off in my head. Colt Cabana is another guy. Christopher Daniels is another dude. Like, there's a handful of dudes that could buy that company and keep it going, no problem. But then you got the whole comparison of AEW, it's the same fucking thing, blah, 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 blah. I mean, have wrestlers buy it so that way they're out of debt and the guys can be, properly released. They're all paid off and immediately can start signing elsewhere. Impact, AEW, New Japan, WWE, wherever. Just allow the guys to go. Yeah. You can keep the Ring of Honor name. I'm thinking it's like one of those things where the name means nothing. And that's kind of like, I know I made this whole gimmick where like, let the wrestlers buy it. But the reality is Ring of Honor can die. And I don't mean it in like a negative way. The only thing of value of that company now, besides the wrestlers, is the tape library. And I say, fuck it, go make your money. Tell WWE for fucking $2 million, player, the tape library is yours. For $5 million, the tape library is yours. You have half of what you're in debt for or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure Vince is going to jump on that library.
Yeah, and then figure out the rest of it. I mean, Ring of Honor doesn't need to be saved. I hate to say it like that. It doesn't need to be saved. Is it great to have another company for all these companies to work with? Absolutely. But it does need to be saved. It's not a mainstay. It doesn't have to happen. Well, it is a mainstay, but I mean, it's okay for it to die.
Yeah.
God, I sound so morbid.
Nah, sadly, I think they lost their appeal a few years ago.
Like, I'm really not trying to make it sound so bad, but it's like, no, you're right. They lost their appeal when they lost the elite. It went right back down to pretty much the basic, like where it was. If you didn't know these guys, well, this is the place to know them. This isn't, Ring of Honor of old where like Kevin Steen is running around and Davey Richards and, fucking Jim Cornette's stupid ass. And, this is a lot of actual indie dudes. And now it's time for them to branch. And trust me, I'm more than sure, like, more than half of that roster is going to get signed. I'm not even worried about it. guys like fucking Roosh, like he's gonna get signed. He's either gonna go back to Mexico or he'll probably go to New Japan. I have a funny feeling a lot of these guys are gonna try to go to New Japan, either New Japan Strong or just wherever, just because it feels right, like because they've worked with them for so long. But I can also see a bunch of dudes trying to go to AEW, guys like Brody King, for instance. I would kill to see him in AEW teaming with like Aleister Black.
Right.
They used to be a tag team. Indie days.
Oh, okay.
PWG stuff.
Yeah, that's outside my area of expertise.
Yeah, we got to get you on that level, though. But I'm telling you, a couple PWG shows under your belt, and you're just like, I have been watching the wrong stuff my whole life. I don't understand why they go bananas for like 400 people in this little building. Apparently, according to Harold, with no AC.
I'm aware of PWG. I know what it is, but I've just never been able to find it or anything.
Oh, well, I got to make that happen. I do have one DVD. It is of the finals of Battle of Los Angeles. I want to say from 2017. I think that's right. Where Jeff Cobb won the Battle of Los Angeles. And then it was a triple threat for the world title, which was, I think it was a Haas battle. In all reality, I think it was Jonah Rock, Keith Lee, and Jeff Cobb for the main event. Mm-hmm. Brutality at its finest.
Right. Damn. That's a Haas.
As an extra Haas battle. Extra Haas. And of course, you already know these dudes are in there flipping and flopping and not giving a shiz, boy. Yeah, no, we gotta run that on Discord one time. Oh, you gotta enjoy this. This is also the original Dominic Dijakovic or Dominic Dijak. I can't believe I did that. Dominic Dijak versus Keith Lee, the original like 5-star that everybody had to see. That match is on that Blu-ray tape.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking banger.
Oh, indies in Blu-ray.
Yeah, well, that's DVDs or Blu-ray. That's the. Do you want high quality HD? That's Excalibur wanted that.
Okay, fair enough.
It's got to be high quality, man.
It's some high quality H2O.
There you go, high quality.
Chad would hate that reference.
This
How
fucking
dare you not like Waterboy?
Killing me with that.
You know what? He hasn't seen Billy Madison either. I'm just exposing Chad.
And this guy's our world fucking champ. This is your world champ. This is bullshit.
Well, that's a nice segue actually, because we are 2 weeks away from our next special event, Promo Series 6, Justice Day. It begins with the pre-launch show on November 16th, where we will crown the first ever Max Wrestling TV champion as Chad Malcolm, Moses Marquez, The Phoenix, and Travis Anderson enter the first ever Ring of Games. It is unlike any trivia you've seen before on Max Wrestling. It's a whole new round of trivia games. They will then all compete for another championship as we move on to the main show on November 18th, as The Phoenix defends the Knowledge Gold in the traditional Winner Stays On Gauntlet. Always love the Winner Stays On Gauntlet because it's fast and furious.
Yeah, it is. It really, really is. Dang, I'm hoping to add not 1, not 2, but 3 belts. God damn.
That's right. Well, yeah. I mean, any of the 4 of you could. Well, actually, no. Only you or Chad could potentially walk away with 3 titles.
In the glories.
Speaking of Fast and Furious, in one last ride, Robert Davis leaves in style as he steps up to the shape in a promo exhibition. I honestly can't believe we haven't had Robert Davis in the shape before now.
Right? But hey, we're finally getting it. It's about time.
And finally, as we just mentioned, in a predetermined promo exhibition, I don't know what the result's going to be. Chad Malcolm and Moses go one-on-one for the Max Wrestling World Championship.
Like I said, 1, 2, 3, boy. I tell you what.
It all goes down November 16th and 18th. Go to maxwrestling.net/promo series 6 for more information.
Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
They say, don't bite the hand that feeds you. They say, don't trust a snake. Animals are unpredictable. They're wrong. You know what an animal is gonna do. When you're trying to feed a snake, it's gonna try to bite you. But humans, that's different. It's humans that are unpredictable. So be careful who you trust, because there's no justice in this world. Max Wrestling presents Promo Series 6 Justice Day, November 18th. Go to maxwrestling.net/promo series 6 for more information.
Cause I'm sick of standing up instead of going down. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
What the fuck was that segment with Robert Stone and Zion Prince? It just became a dance.
What the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute. What was his motherfucking name? Zion Prince?
Zion Prince is his name, yeah.
Zion Quinn?
Prince.
I thought it said Quinn, but alright, whatever. Fuck, I don't give a fuck.
Is it Quinn? Have I just wrote the wrong name down?
I think
this is why
Quinn.
I should just call him Not Roman.
Yeah, I'm with that. Not Roman.
Zion, NXT. Oh, it is Zion Quinn. No, wait. Yeah, it is. My bad.
Well, I mean, we're not going chronologically in order with how this show went or whatever, but I gotta ask, just before this whole thing here, MSK, now, these motherfuckers is the tag champions, correct? Oh, no, pause. They were the former tag champs, correct?
Yes.
These motherfuckers is cutting a promo about how they've made a lot of money, and they try to take the bus. The fucking bus. What the fuck are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing? Like, I would understand if it was like the shuttle bus to get around the campus, you know what I mean? Because they're right there, full sail. No, they on the street trying to go get something to eat or something. I don't know. They're over here trying to catch a bus. You trying to tell me that y'all are former tag team champions and y'all can't buy a car? You can't buy a beater? What the fuck?
These dudes. Even I haven't been on a bus for like 18 months.
Y'all need to stop fucking buying so much weed. That's what it really is. Shit, I know weed is expensive, but god damn. He's like, I got my supplies. It's like a little fanny pack. That ain't gonna last you but 45 minutes, Playboy. Don't lie to yourself. Let's say y'all can't afford a car. Apparently you guys are fucking the new Cheech and Chong around here. Jesus.
Oh, here you're knocking, but you can't come in.
There you go. Anyway, okay, so back to this fucking Robert Stone fucking nerd.
It was just weird. It broke into this like dance off. I will say it was kind of funny that Zion was singing Shawn Michaels' theme, which the crowd cheered for, even though they booed the fuck out of Robert Stone singing.
Of course,
what the fuck's her name? Taya Valkyrie's theme. Frankie Monet. Sorry. But as he's singing Shawn Michaels' theme, as he gets to the line, "I'm not your boy toy," he sort of dodges an attack from Stone and just holds him and looks down at him as he sings it.
Right? I was like, why did you have to keep singing? But all right.
I'll give him that. That like 5 seconds was pretty funny, but the rest of it was just like, what the fuck am I watching? And then it randomly goes backstage to him bumping into Legado del Fantasma, and he's suddenly got some eyes on him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I like your fucking dance moves." Like, oh, wait a minute. About to say, boy, you done picked one up. You didn't even have to do nothing. All right.
And it was so awkward because she was like, I never knew you had this side to you. He was like, yeah, I got lots of sides to me. And then he just walks away.
You want to see some other? I got some other sides.
And yeah, where the fuck is Santos? She's kind of taken over as leader. Wasn't it Elektra?
Motherfucker's on vacation or something. He's like, I'm out of here. Elektra's taking over the group now. Shit. No, I don't know. I was gonna I have no fucking clue. I don't want to say he's hurt. I can't be hurt. I don't fucking know.
Was it in your house the last time we saw Santos?
No, he was on NXT. He was on NXT, I think, last week in the Halloween Havoc gimmick. I think he was just on there talking.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I just seen the motherfucker.
There was that many people wearing masks last week. I didn't recognize anybody.
Yeah, that's true. That did not help at all, especially with this goddamn haunted house bullshit.
Oh, I completely glossed over that. I don't even know who was involved. I don't know what happened. Just whatever.
Exactly.
This is why I hate holiday specials.
Well, not everything needs to be stupid.
No, like WWE, every Christmas they bring out the friggin' weapons in wrapping paper, and
that's what I'm saying. Not everything needs to be goddamn stupid.
A Christmas tree becomes a
I don't
weapon.
know why they do it. Hell, WCW had a goddamn pay-per-view called Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
You know how many stupid gimmick matches they had during those? Not that many. I'm sure there were some dumb ones, but I mean, like, they never really used the graveyard or nothing like that.
No, and they never use half the matches on. They're never going to use half the matches on the wheel. You got like Buried Alive and Boiler Room Brawl, and it's not going to happen.
You ain't going to do that shit again.
Also, Andre Trace, that geek again. This time he gets trashed by Braun Breaker.
Fine by me.
Who is this geek?
I don't give a shit. I got a new geek though, boy. I tell you what, this motherfucker. One, dumb enough, like, I'll wait for the
Is it time for me to play the music?
You know what, fuck it, yeah, hit the goddamn music.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek. Pencil neck geek.
Okay, so this motherfucker... Goddamn, I already forgot his stupid name. The dude running the goddamn poker game in the back.
Oh, yeah.
First off, I ain't seen you wrestle. You look stupid as shit. And then you're going to tell me, you're going to look at the man that made a bunch of money by clicking a couple of buttons on the stock market. You really think you was going to fucking beat him in some poker? You really thought you was going to beat him in some poker? And he's like, the whole thing was stupid. I'm just like, first off, I love Cameron Grimes. He's the fucking man, and this is not why this guy is the fucking ultimate geek. Because he gets all fucking pissed off that you lost. Yeah, dude, he played you the whole fucking time. How in the hell do you not know this guy is playing you? He walks in to the fucking thing and says, oh, you guys are playing poker or Tennessee something or another? And he's like, oh, it's Texas Hold'em. Oh, yeah, whatever, I want to play. And he's over here. Who in the fuck is 37 years old and doesn't know how to play poker?
He didn't even know Royal Flush was like the best hand.
No,
I got diamonds.
I think I got some diamonds. I'm like, what the fuck? I got some diamonds. I'm like, no, what the? How do you not know this fucking dude was hustling you? And he's just like, huh? Oh, Jesus, figuring the game out as we go along. No, you're just a fucking geek. Oh my God, what a geek! I cannot wait to see fucking Cameron Grimes stomp his fucking head in. Please.
Yeah, I'd never seen him before this segment, and he just comes on the screen with his little gold vest, and I'm thinking, you look generic as fuck.
Like a motherfucker.
Duke Hudson is who it is.
Duke Hudson. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. Vince probably fucking walked through a casino one time and said, you know what, we need a car dealer as a wrestler. No, you don't. No, you don't. And he made it happen. And now look at him. Fucking Geek of the Week player.
I think Vince just walks through life and sees these people in, like, normal jobs and says, you'd make a good wrestling gimmick. Ice Cream Man.
And that's the Ice Cream Man. I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna fucking get TL Hopper coming back, the plumber, we're gonna get the stalker. What other stupid fucking gimmicks was out there?
Repo Man.
And then fucking Home Cuz. Where's the fucking Home Cuz? I had the goddamn shit written down. Grayson Waller. Homie, check this out, Playboy. You look like Glacier's son. I tell you what. When you came out there with your all blue everything, I was about to say, if you didn't have a blue mask on, blowing some smoke, do some karate moves, you is Glacier's son, player. Who in the fuck? This show was fucking weird. Show is fucking weird. Right after we get fucking Braun Breaker kicking ass, we go to a great Imperium promo, by the way. Like, they are probably one of the more highlighted versions for me. I've always been a fan of Imperium, of Fabian and Eichner. And I've always said that it's great when they do their promos in their native tongue. And what do? They do their promos in their native tongue because it's fucking great.
Yeah, and then they get tongue-tied by Toxic Attraction, which is understandable.
Hey, they're like Americans now. And I'm like, yeah, well, hey.
Yeah. America's
got some things for you, players. It's great. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. And then I don't know who this fucking Last Legend broad is. Okay, I don't need goddamn.
Put her in the bag. Jeez.
I do not need a wannabe Oprah Winfrey show on my goddamn NXT. Fucking again, bro. Tony D'Angelo, homie, go back and rewatch The Sopranos because I don't know. You are missing on every cylinder, player. You are trying so hard to be the ultimate Italian mobster. I swear you're not doing it right. Go watch The Sopranos again and learn to tone it the fuck down, okay? You're not homeboy from Goodfellas, okay? This is not The Godfather. Slow the fuck down. God, he sucks too. I don't understand how or why anybody would even want to see this fucking shit.
No, that entire segment was just blah.
Ass.
Absolute ass of a dead carcass. Yeah, just put Last Legend in a fucking bag.
Yeah, brings nothing. Brings nothing to the table.
We also don't need another goddamn talk show.
No, we don't. We really fucking don't.
I'm there's so plenty. Tired of talk shows. I'm so happy AEW kind of gave up on talk shows very quickly.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Like, I mean,
thank goodness.
Brit was good, but we don't need a freaking talk show. I hate talk show segments because everybody tries to be Roddy Piper.
Thank you. And you can't. We can't constantly relive the coconut spot. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Or the barbershop spot.
Or the barbershop.
He tried to escape through a window.
Out of here.
I mean, honestly, though, we think it's bad now. The early 90s was full of talk shows. Even Undertaker friggin' had one.
Mm-hmm. So fucking true.
Oh my god, we had the Funeral Parlor, we had the Snake Pit, we had the Heartbreak Hotel, we had King's Court. So many.
Too many.
I think the best one in the modern age is the highlight reel.
That one was really good, though.
Yeah, I mean, but you had Jericho, who absolutely has a gift of the gab.
God, Jericho is just... I don't mean, like, he was... I don't know how he had to be this talker. Because, like, again, watching him back in the day, in 96 and whatever, and it's like, this guy's constantly stumbling over his words. Every time he cuts a promo, he's like, on Sunday night, I'm going to kick your ass. And I'm like, dude, can you, like, fucking slow down? Fucking slow down. But it's like 4 promos straight from him. I was almost going to say 6. Like 4 promos straight. He fumbles like 1 or 2 lines all the time. And I just think to myself, how in the fuck does this guy turn into Le Champion? Turn into, the guy that fucking hosted the highlight reel. All that shit. It's like, it's mind-blowing.
It was like he flipped the switch. Like when he debuted in WWE and got that huge pop, it was like, shit, people know who I am. Okay. Maybe it was that resurgence of confidence.
I think that's should be perfect. You know what I mean? Way to make yourself, not stumble. The confidence. God, I love it.
And then you debut straight into a segment with The Rock, so you got to be on your fucking A game.
A+ game, boy. A+ game.
And it still probably wouldn't be good enough, but just about managed to push through.
I'm going to say, right, as long as you're on that tier.
Yeah. And then Rock and Jericho had some great segments over the years.
Yeah, they really, really did.
And then other than the main event in NXT, we also had the debut of Not Uso.
Was it what the homeboy name? Solo Sakayo, whatever. He is every bit Jay and Jimmy, but muscular.
Yeah. I'm gonna call him Uso number
face,
3.
Boy, that face is undeniable. Shit, that reminds me all the kids when they look just like your dad. Shit, you cannot deny this one. That's not my kid. Bullshit. Look at him. Look at that. That is you.
The only thing missing is the ass.
That's it. That's it. Oh Lord.
But yeah, I don't even know who he beat. He just beat some geek in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Goes out there, kills a guy. He's supposed to be like a shoot fighter.
Yeah.
I think. I don't want to say that I'm not interested. I feel like they're pushing the shit out of him, but I feel like it's hard to get behind anybody when you're pushing 9 people. You're pushing 9 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Take it down.
This is the problem. You're still pushing the shit out of Ciampa while you're still trying to push Braun Breaker, while you're trying to push Andre Chase, while you're trying to push fucking Cameron Grimes, while pushing the fucking card dealer fucker, while pushing MSK, while pushing this. Slow down. Slow down. There can be some dudes that are just there. Okay? Trust me. You did it when you had nothing but fucking stars. You can do it when you got nothing but geeks. It ain't that fucking hard.
And on top of all this, now we're planting the seeds for DIY again?
Yeah. Which is dumb.
I mean, I want to see a more serious Gargano again, but that ship sailed.
The only way for me to see a serious Gargano that I would like is for him and Ciampa to go at it again. I know we've seen it 100 million times. I've already said just give it to Braun and call it a fucking day. But it looks like these guys ain't going to go nowhere. So I guess put them in the tag division, I guess.
Breaker was fired up this week. I fully believe he will be NXT champion on his next attempt.
The guy's, he's over. He's over, and not that we basically pay our crowd way.
Right.
He's over. He's got it. He's super athletic. Now, I think it was you that said it. He is every bit of his dad's and uncle's moveset from the 80s and early 90s. So it's every time I see him, I'm intrigued. It's literally like watching the Steiners wrestle. They don't call him the Steiner, which is going to drive me bananas forever.
But they call him the babyface gremlin.
But
or at least Chucky did.
Exactly. You can drop every fucking stupid Steiner hint there is, but you can't call him a Steiner. For fuck's sake, the guy's singlet looked exactly like a goddamn singlet I seen on the 92 Raw that fucking Rick Steiner wore. Come on, dude.
He's literally a hybrid of Rick and Scott. It's so weird.
It really is. He has the stature of his dad. He looks exactly like his dad, wears his singlet, but he wrestles a little bit more like his uncle, a little bit more athletic, a little bit more explosive, and he sounds more like his uncle, which is weird.
Yeah. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear he was Scott's son.
Right? That voice. I'm wait a minute. Is that just a Steiner voice? Or, okay, whatever. We're just going to look past this, but he is a great combo of them. He's a great combo from the Steiner DNA, if you will. And I keep saying, he has it. And he's 24. We used to say this about that Velveteen Dream fucker.
Yeah.
So hopefully this guy doesn't ruin it.
Yeah, hopefully this guy keeps his nose clean.
Yeah.
One final thing we didn't really mention was the Jericho segment with American Top Team.
Ah, yes.
The Inner Circle segment. Jake Hager, I think, had the most brutal line.
Oh, how he fucking came at Dos Santos
Yeah.
for fucking lasting 70 seconds. I was like, bro, that's fucking fighting words, homie. You're going to get punched in the face for shit like that. Like a legit punch in the face.
And I could honestly listen to Jericho and Paige Van Zandt trade insults all night.
All day long.
Right.
Paige Van Zandt, I was cheering. I was like, please fucking make it her. Make it just pick Paige. Just pick Paige. Come on, do it. Come on, do it.
Yeah.
And then they picked fucking Dan Lambert. And I hate to say it like this, but I'm going to say it like this, and I don't give a shit about some backlash. Thank God for Dan Lambert. I fucking love this fucking nerd. He's fucking jumping up and down, and I didn't say you can pick me. And he's a fucking 5-year-old in a 50-something-year-old body throwing a temper tantrum. And it's fucking awesome.
He's so easy to hate.
He's so good at what he's doing.
Yeah.
This is when you know fans understand the business better than you think they do. And he is a lifelong fan of the old way. I don't know how current shit he watches. People always say, you know, oh, I've always only watched the older shit, you know, but with him it's true. You know, full 80s, all of it, NWA, fucking AWA, the whole whatever. He's been, you know, he watched it all. So it's like he gets it and he understands it and he shows it. He knows how to get fucking heat. I don't know any rando fucking MMA coaches to come off the fucking street and know how to get heat in the wrestling business. Not get heat on accident and, oh, hey, it works out and I learned it. No, he knew right off the bat, this is how you get heat in the wrestling business. And he's fucking great at his job.
Yeah.
God bless Dan Lambert, that fucking geek.
And Paige looks like she's having the time of her life. Getting insulted by Jericho is such an honor.
She is loving this.
Like, I could take all 6 of you, and Jericho's just like, hey, maybe you can put it on your OnlyFans.
Yeah, fucking yeah. Goddamn, Jericho does not care. Oh, he's so good.
I'm really looking forward to this match, but I have no idea who's going to win, because obviously the MMA guys want to look strong against these fake fighters, and obviously Inner Circle want to look strong on their home turf. It's a tough one to call.
I'm gonna go that Inner Circle will probably win, or if they end up losing, it'll probably be because the rest of American Top Team were to show up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't like. I really like having the Inner Circle win, and you know, like maybe have like Andre Arlovsky, and or no, pause, like Hager and Santos have like start brawling it out real MMA style or whatever.
Yeah, and
just have him be like, hey, bro, I want you to do me a favor. Watch this Shibata match, and I want you and me to hit each other like that, but don't headbutt me.
yeah, that's the thing. It's also a street fight, so like literally everybody could be all over the arena, and then it could just come down to Jericho and like Dan Lambert.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
However,
it's fine.
If American Top Team were to win, I kind of think it would be because of Men of the Year, the experienced wrestlers in the team.
I like that theory too. I mean, this is one of those great things that this is one of those matches that you cannot foreshadow.
No, Full Gear is stacked.
It really is. It really, really is.
And it's next week.
Oh. TSK Discord, baby. I tell you what, it's going to be popping.
All right.
Oh, we can't gloss over really quick
yeah.
Darby Allin and MJF.
Yeah, I literally just looked at that match. As you said, we can't gloss it over.
No, fantastic stuff.
Yeah. Awesome promo again.
Dude, he's another dude. He's like 24, 25 fucking years old. And he cuts some of the shit that these fucking promos, dude, are just bananas. He knows how to get under your skin. He's getting the fucking utmost heat. He's this ultimate. Who is the better young pillar? MJF, Darby Allin. Like, you know what I mean? Who, like, that's what this is. This isn't I'm really popular because I'm Jungle Boy and my dad was famous from a TV show, but he's still a young pillar in this, blah 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 blah. And I'm not Sammy Guevara carried by the inner circle. I'm MJF who made my name on my own, and Darby Allin made my name by jumping off a ship, which is cool with me. And it's now, who is the true young pillar of this company? I still think it's going to be Darby. But I fucking MJF, dude, is just, he's so fucking undeniable.
Right.
I've said it, like, if he were to have taken Miro's place, everybody loses. MJF is the new world champion. I don't give a shit what anybody said. And that's what I mean. Like, literally, that's how strongly I feel about MJF in that echelon, if you will. But because it's Miro, now we're thinking different. But it's when this guy becomes world champ, this fucking company is gonna just be on its fucking toes for the ultimate babyface takedown, because he is the ultimate heel. God, it's like I'm trying to compare it to something and I really can't. You know what I can? It would probably be like Goldberg and Hogan. When MJF finally wins the belt, it could be a lot like Goldberg and Hogan. Jesus Christ.
Just a lot more talented.
Oh, way more.
I mean, speaking of the tournament now, like Bryan Danielson seems like the obvious choice, but then I think we're all pretty much convinced that it's Adam Page's time, so then it kind of suggests that Miro's going to win, so it's face versus heel.
True. Or, that's the thing where B-Dry gets his first loss. And if B-Dry loses to Hangman, that's not a bad thing. I don't think really that would hurt him.
No, I think he'd be happy to put him over.
I think so too. And I think that's where now we're starting to get into the reality of what it means to have these guys here. To have a CM Punk here, to have a Bryan Danielson here. It's not just so they garner attention off of name value and off of how well they work in the ring. Now it's a matter of you're going to hand over some losses to help build this company from the inside. Yes, you are from the outside. There's no denying that. There's no replacing that. But now you guys, after we've helped make you look even stronger than before, you are going to help build the guys from within. And that's where this is just going to blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Great time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah, Full Gear gonna bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, that is... Oh, wait, we need to crown a wrestler of the week, so let's play the music.
Oh, that's right.
I actually don't know who to give it to. The obvious choice would be Bryan Danielson for the match with Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
But Becky and Bianca also had a great match.
Right, yeah, tough week.
It is a tough week. Like, nobody really stood out more than anybody else. They all had either a good week or a shit week.
It happens. It happens.
Just for the pop, I'm going to go with Adam Page. He didn't even have a match, but he's wrestler of the week.
All right. You never go wrong with the cowboy shit.
Oh, also, Christian Cage back in AEW, teaming with Young X to destroy Super Elite.
Down for the
Nice
cause
segment.
always.
All right, then. So, your week is complete. Before we sign you out, you may have noticed the past couple of weeks, Mike hasn't been on the show. So he has provided a little statement for, well, I say a little. Mike has provided a statement for us to read. Before I read it, to sum it up, Mike will be stepping away from his regular seat on Max Wrestling, and he's had a pretty tough year. So he's going home to focus on stuff. So this is what Mike has to say. Hey, another long night. Mom was nauseous. Really, all I want to say is that Mike Larkin is back. The podcast machine, the son, the man, and this man has to take care of his mom. Family comes first. I love Max Wrestling, and I always represent Max. I've helped grow the brand with interviews and so many ways that really make this podcast the most unique podcast out there today. Around this time last year, I was intent on ending my life, but through reflection, solace, and religion and divine intervention from my two guardian angels watching over me, I come to realize just who I am and my purpose on this planet and in life is. I'm a friend, son, peer, but among those names, I am me, Mike Larkin. This past weekend, I announced my first show with LFC, and I hope more to come. As the smiles, hugs, admiration, and respect came my way, I realized me, myself, and I is pretty damn cool, and I have a lot of people to thank, and fuck a podcast, because behind the mic, Daz and Mo are two of my dearest friends and brothers. Why would I want to end my life when I could live my life and do what I was put on this earth to do? We all have that power, and we have that ability to, in some way, bring joy to people, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. Right now, I will not be able to do weekly shows. In the future, possibly, but I will be around. Dazzy and I will continue Netpicks. Mo and I have a fun watch-along coming in the near future. I'll be around. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be around as long as I possibly can. I'm very grateful for the memories created and yet to be created this show has given me. Thank you all for your support, reassuring me on who I am. I'm in a good place, and I'm going to stay there and move onward and upward. My mom needs her son, and I need my mom. Family comes first. I'll be around. See you all later. God bless. Mike Larkin. So, there we go. Very much like Travis in the summer, Mike is stepping away for a little bit. You'll see him pop up occasionally, but as of now, it's the captain and the El Jefe.
That's all right with me. We're going to get this. Don't worry about it. We're going to be here each and every week.
I kind of think it's like a perfect full circle, too, because Mike's first special event was Promo Series. And that's what's coming up in 2 weeks. So, don't miss Promo Series 6 in 2 weeks. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us at Max Wrestling UK on social media. Thank you, everybody on SoundCloud, and our website, as always, is maxwrestling.net. Follow us on social media at TheCaptain512, at MCL92, and at SMRPodNet. And all you pencil neck geeks better listen up, because this is what Moses Marquez has in store for you this week.
Goddamn right. And that's absolutely right. Make sure you're checking out Promo Series. It is going to absolutely change Max Wrestling forever. A new era will start after that day, I tell you what. But some fun stuff. Retro's double dipping on Monday. Check it out on Monday. It's going to be a double dip episode, both Monday Nitro and Raw. So, you know what I mean? It's just no pay-per-views. Pay-per-view following week, but, and I say but because I may actually put a halt on that. I do like to try to do AEW pay-per-view reviews. So I'm going to try to do a Full Gear review. If not, you already know I'm going to rant on about it forever on Max. So let's see how it goes. It's not a guarantee, but there's a possibility. And then as for the Bolt Rant folks out there, for those who are trying to get into the football mode, there are, I believe, 2 episodes that have dropped. Or no, pause. My excuse. One had dropped. It was about the trade deadline. That one got out. Trade deadline has since gone and passed, but you can always go back and listen to it, see about whom I thought we should go trade and what kind of value I thought about. I have a preview for this Sunday's game against the Eagles dropping tomorrow. Tonight drops the review from the Patriots game. And as a special bonus on Saturday, not only am I dropping a free agency report, I am working on doing a DFS show with a former co-host of mine. So we'll see how that goes. So for those DFS players out there, we should have some lineups for you. Make you some money over the weekend.
And again, if you're from the UK, DFS is not the sofa sale.
No, sir, not so for sale.
Literally every year they seem to have a sale, a half-price sale that lasts all year. It's a never-ending sale with DFS.
It's called we need to get rid of all these goddamn sofas.
It's also usually the very first thing you see at Christmas is a sofa sale because, what, people throw their sofas away at Christmas?
Maybe.
Get a new sofa for
Well,
the
yeah,
new year.
because everybody's buying a new one because it's such the great deals.
And as far as Mike goes, as I just said in his statement, he announced for LFC this past weekend. You can get the LFC network on the Roku channel. I'm not sure how pay-per-views work, but if it's if you still have to pay for it, it's up there. It's Booty Camp 3D, the Booby Show, where Mike was a very special guest ring announcer. And with that said, we will see all of you
Next motherfucker, week motherfucker.
for Full Gear predictions.
Damn right.
I love AEW predictions because I usually get them wrong.
It happens to the best of us.
I've got better, but there was always that. I think it was like the first one. I got like 1 out of 10. So
I'm about to say, at least it's not as bad as Impact, okay?
oh, Impact's hit and miss, especially when they pull shit like Mickey James beating Deonna Purrazzo, who's the safest bet in the world.
Yeah, seriously.
You fuckers, you. So
I was gonna bet my house on it, but thank you.
yeah, right. Then you would have had to buy a new sofa from DFS.
I would have needed that sofa sale.
All right, so we'll see you next week for Full Gear predictions. For now, go watch some wrestling, then come back and listen to us talk about it. Goodbye, mwah, and good night.
12 days, Chad. 12 days, baby.